regarding regarding the future of virtual worlds, there's a number of articles that are talking about the future of virtual worlds in general and their potential value in business and various kinds of commercial applications. Our particular interest here at Florida International is also with regard to their international and cross-cultural aspects. We're proposing, this center is still in draft form, but it gives an idea of where we think the future is going. We're proposing a center that we're calling the Rainbow Center for simulated experiential cultural learning in virtual worlds. And that's sort of a mouthful, but the idea is that people can, in a virtual setting, have experience of other cultures. So they can have simulated experiences but actually contacting people in other cultures. So the kinds of applications that we see that we're pursuing is, in one sense, learning to speak. One application we call culturally situated conversational language learning. That is, when you are trying to learn another language, you can learn grammar and reading, for instance, in the classroom. But to learn to speak conversationally, you really need to speak with a native speaker. And as anybody knows that's learned a second language, this works much better if you're speaking with native speakers in their home country. Now, that isn't always possible, but we can do sort of the next best alternative, is that you can speak to native speakers in a virtual version, a virtual context of their home country. So, for instance, I have ambitions of learning Chinese someday, and I could be learning to speak Chinese in a simulated, for instance, a simulated Taiwan. I could be speaking with Taiwanese speakers directly through the virtual world. Another application that is of interest to us is what we call cultural heritage tourism. So tourism is a major business, and one version of tourism is that people go to countries to learn about their home cultures, to learn about what is distinct in those cultures. The more you know in advance about those cultures, the more valuable it is. We can provide simulated versions of different cultures. In fact, in Second Life right now, you can visit places in Mexico, you can visit Paris, you can visit Amsterdam. There's probably 20 different cultural sites that you can visit. Another aspect, and this is dealing more with a direct business application, is in doing business with another culture, you have to learn something of the norms and etiquette in that culture. It's one thing to read about those things, but it's another thing to actually use them in a real setting. Well, in the real setting, it's probably difficult to construct and get the important feedback. We can offer, so the model that we're developing is to be able to train managers. For instance, think of an American going to do business in Japan, or in China, or in Russia. Each of those cultures has different rules, behavior, and so forth. In a virtual setting, we can allow managers to practice conversing and interacting in these other cultures. And the fourth application that we envision, and we haven't gotten very far on this yet, is diversity training. Many different businesses have to deal with multiple cultures within their business. And in the virtual world, we can actually have people experience multicultural situations, not only from the perspective of their culture, but they can actually adopt the roles in the other culture or in the other ethnic group. So by diversity training, what we hope to be able to achieve is, call it cultural empathy or ethnic empathy. Now I would like to introduce you to my assistant, Greg Diaz.
Okay, we can try to change the background.
we can have Ray, let me show you what we would like to get into the camera. Because the real star of this show is not myself or Greg, it's the island.
I know, but they can, when they make the editing, okay, they're gonna mix the sound of your interview with part of the video of your interview and part of the video.
Now, here, actually, the light works against us. It washes that out. You can see it more clearly here.
Yes.
This is our second tour. How you doing, Manuel?
Congratulations, I haven't seen you after you.
That's right. Thank you. Would you turn off the top light just so we can... Now, if you came in, the building outside there, what you see in front of us here is the virtual model of that building outside.
Oh, good. I can take video outside of the building too.
Yes. You can see that, right?
Yeah.
Oops. I'm connected with the cable.
You can walk. You can walk.
That building,
Yeah. Is that one?
well, red is one wall of it. It's actually several buildings, so yes, you'll have to go outside there. I thought we could see it more clearly from here. Is anybody in the office next door?
Yes.
Is it open?
Hi, 1 second.
Huh? Oh, you're filming?
No, 1 second.
Oh, okay. He just wanted to, he wants to see if he can see, can you get a shot of the building? Oh, of course. We got the simulator, we got the virtual version of it. The palm trees are just in the way. If you could use your X-ray vision and look through the tree.
I forget my lens. I still have the vision lens. But I can walk to this place and film it.
Yeah.
Like,
And we certainly have...
It's
that's different. That's Taiwan. That's Japanese.
that's a Chinese.
What's it say?
It's just the brand name.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Sorry for the interruption. This is the sort of top view of that building next door.